15th. It's a green day today, but I'm not happy about it. I'm not upset about it, but I'm not happy about it. And I'll get into why in a second. So, news today we had CPI at 8:30, and then we had crude oil news at 10:30. I'm going to make a separate video on oil about market maker models. It's really beautiful. I'll show y'all later in a separate video. But let's dive into the trade we took today. So this is my pre-market analysis. I was looking at NQ. It's not a low probability day. No red folder news before CPI. No red folder news because the news was CPI. As in, like, no red folder news was CPI. Bias bullish. My draw on liquidity was these two buy side levels. This is the swing high. So this is just clearly my buy side level. And then this here is a high right before we enter into this fair value gap on the lower time frames. It's a swing high. So my POY was this 15-minute fair value gap that CPI made. I was looking for a continuation. It's a beautiful setup. But this is my explanation at 9:07. Price had S&T inside of a bullish fair value gap. So down here yesterday, we had S&T there. And I was looking for displacement to the upside. We had a change in the state, and we got that displacement to the upside, and then we disrespected bearish PD arrays. So this was showing me that order flow was bullish. I was looking for an internal SMT inside of this huge fair value gap in order to tell me, like, yeah, price wants to go higher. And that would be my confirmation. So let's get into the trade. I'll replay price. So on the 1 minute, let me get rid of this. This is just the macro. If y'all ever see these lines on my chart, it's literally just the macro. Okay. Cool. So coming into the day, 9:30 opens here, right? And I was proud of myself for not taking the trade here because you get a change in the state here, right? But I wanted to see a strong close above this, right? Like, you could get a change in the state and then retest here, right? But these candle closers weren't strong, and I figured we'd come back down because this is a breaker here, right? So I wanted to see what we did when we came back down. We came back down, and then we took internal liquidity one more time, right? We swept sell side again, right? Now we got an actual change in the state here with a strong momentum, right? So the reason I'm not happy with this trade is because this here, the first trade I was looking for, I was like, all right, I'm just being smart here. I'm waiting, right? So I was gonna wait again for price to dive lower into this. I didn't even need this fair value gap, just more of this breaker, right? Because this becomes our breaker. But what I didn't realize at the time was this was our fair value gap here, and price tapped into it, right? That's enough confirmation to give me my entry, change in the state of delivery, displacement through it, entry into a fair value gap, right? My entry should have been somewhere around here, right? And I was so in my head, it's like, whatever. So I end up entering like here, which is a bad entry because if my first target is here and then my second target is here, my stop loss is, I have to move my stop loss basically to protect risk. It should be down here, right? Or at least like down here, right? Because this is the low of this fair value gap. But now it has to be like somewhere here, or if it's here, my risk is skewed. So I just had it here, and I was just gonna manage my risk. But we did what we were supposed to do. I took one off here. We pushed through, right? And the reason that I'm mad at myself, I'm not happy with it, is because I know my execution should have been here. Because now my stop is at break even, right? But I'm entering here. So I'll play out what happens. Right? Boom. Break even, right? When really my break even point should have been somewhere in this candle here. But your break even there, right? And immediately after that happens, price reverses, it hits my second TP. Right? So it's overall a green day. I was able to get out one, another one break even, but it's just the execution that angered me. I guess I really want to say angered because I'm not upset, just not happy with it. It's something I got to journal on my execution here and hope to improve. Seeing these things better, understanding what's going on in the market. But it's a green day overall, but still could be better execution. But that's the trade from today. Tapped into this fair value gap, ran this first buy side level out. This is the internal buy side, and then this is external. Pretty good day, pretty good trade. Just need to work on executions.